To restore the dignity of our people, Mr. Ruto must go.
Few moments later.
Nasema Ruto aende. Aende alafu nani ifanyike?
Did you know that AKA is also known as? This may sound like word jargoning, but it can well reflect the character of one politician in Kenya who has astonished many Kenyans by virtue of his values, and now his critics are giving him AKAs.
Kitendawili! Alisema atapeleka watu Canaan, hakuwapeleka. Nani? Kitendawili! Aliwacha Wetana Kalonzo akaenda kusalimiana peke yake. Nani? Kitendawili!
Huyu ni mkora. You never trust Raila. Raila sio mtu mzuri. Raila ni mkora.
To tell Raila Odinga that the Luya nation now has unmasked you as a conman, and we will not support you anymore. You are living your last days.
Wewe Raila, wewe hauwezi kudanganya Wakenya miaka yote ama namna gani? Unapambana na Moi, unakushikana na Moi. Unapambana na Kibaki, unashikana na Kibaki. Unapambana na Uhuru, unashikana na Uhuru. Unapambana na Ruto, unashikana na nani?
Raila had been a vocal critic of President Ruto, echoing the rallying cry of Ruto must go with the fervor of a man who would spend decades positioning himself as the people's champion. His fiery speeches painted the Ruto as a dictator, a usurper who'd stolen the 2022 election from him, his fifth failed presidential bid.
To restore the dignity of our people, Mr. Ruto must go.
This stance aligned with widespread discontent, particularly among Kenya's youth who took to the streets in June 2024 to protest the finance bill, which proposed tax hikes amid a cost of living crisis. The protests, led by Gen Z, turned violent, with parliament stormed and police accused of brutality, leaving dozens dead. Initially, Raila appeared to support the unrest, capitalizing on the momentum to pressure Ruto. However, by July 2024, his trajectory shifted dramatically. After negotiations, Raila and Ruto announced a National Multi-Sectoral Dialogue Forum, a move that saw Odinga's Orange Democratic Movement secure key cabinet positions in Ruto's government. These handshakes stunned many, especially the youth, who felt betrayed by Raila's pivot from opposition leader to government insider. In March 7th, 2025, Raila and Ruto signed a memorandum of understanding, forming and formalizing an alliance.
Live support machine ya William Ruto today ni Raila Odinga. Ikizimwa.
On March 15th, Raila further entrenched his alliance with Ruto, telling Kenyans, Ruto going will not solve our challenges, quote and unquote. A stark reversal from his earlier calls for Ruto's ouster.
Nasema Ruto aende. Aende alafu nani ifanyike? Lakini Wakenya wako na shida mpaka ya shida yatatuliwe sasa, sio siku nyingine. Hatuwezi kupiga siasa miaka mitano yote mfululizo. Nchi haiwezi kuendelea mbele.
Newspapers quickly reported, nation media, Raila claimed that he had saved Ruto from a military coup after the Gen Z protests of June 25th, 2024. a statement that raised eyebrows from its lack of evidence and audacity. Kenyans quickly took to X and traditional media to voice their outrage, accusing Raila of hypocrisy and opportunism. Cyprian Nyakundi, a prominent blogger, posted on X on March 16, 2025, "Every time a Raila supporter trolls, I will turn up the heat even more. In fact, maybe it's time we start asking the real question. Does Raila even know he's in an alliance with Ruto? His behavior lately mirrors Biden's, showing signs of the same cognitive decline. Mzee can't." Unquote. Nyakundi's jab at Raila's age 80 and mental equity reflects a growing narrative among critics that his decisions are erratic or self-serving.
Kenyans will never forget the painful murder of Yebei, Gicheru, and the burning of innocent children and women in a church in Kiambaa. Neither will we forget the deaths of Msando, Jacob Juma, Kienei, and others. For this reason,
Raila's allies struggled to defend him. ODM leaders, as reported by the media, echoed his new line, "Ruto going will not solve our challenges," but this did little to quell the backlash. The sentiment captures a broader disillusionment, with many pointing to Raila's history of handshakes with Moi in 1998, Kibaki in 2008, and Uhuru in 2018 as proof of a pattern, leveraging unrest for personal gain. Media ran pieces criticizing Raila's shift, arguing that his alliance with Ruto undermined the Gen Z's movement's push for accountability. Fiery Miguna, a longtime Raila critic, posted on X on March 2nd, 2025, "Conman Raila Odinga already signed a blood-based coalition deal with tyrant looter William Ruto. What he's doing today is dancing on the graves of hundreds of Kenyans Ruto has murdered from 2023 up to now." Unquote. The accusation of betrayal resonates with those who see Raila's move as a sellout of the youth who died protesting. Public discourse has also speculated about Raila's health, with some on X and in casual conversations suggesting he might be exhibiting signs of cognitive decline akin to US President Joe Biden's. No medical evidence supports this, but at 80, his age has become a talking point, especially as he campaigned for the African Union Commission chairmanship, a goal some believe explained his softened stance towards Ruto, whose support did not give him a win. Raila faces a fractured legacy. Once dubbed Baba by loyalists, is now a lightning rod for criticism, with Kenyans, particularly Gen Z, exposing what they see as decades of political maneuvering masked as principle. Whether his alliance with Ruto stabilizes the government or further erodes his credibility remains an open question. But the chorus of voices on X and beyond suggests a reckoning is underway. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Bushabi Jr.